Hello, Leo. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. Gonna do your Leo reading for the week of March 13th. I don't know what it goes all the way through. However, you know what a week looks like. 13th through the 19th. So let's do the reading for Leo. See what kind of energy is coming up for you. Oh, that was great. Thank you for the like. Let's take a look and see. And welcome for those of you that are new. Here we go. All right, Leo. Well, Eight of Wands. So don't expect that there's going to be any kind of slowing down for you this upcoming week. You do have the Eight of Wands, and that usually references things picking up speed. There is some tension. Obviously, we've all got a little bit of that right now. Four of Swords. So tension is when you actually have both of those cards. So somebody in your household is feeling a little stressed out. I have the Judgment card, the Four of Swords, which is tension on the nose and deadlines. Then you've got the Judgment card, which is my three-headed dragon. It means that like there's a lot of things that are happening right now around you. So that's definitely you having some tension. So you might be feeling as if, a lot of things are required of you this month. I am seeing the Six of Swords. Don't make it as big of a deal if you don't have to. Maybe because you are going to get things organized a little bit better. The biggest thing that you have going on for you is indecision. With the Two of Swords showing up, that six of one, half dozen of the other, you're kind of sitting in the middle of the road, not making any decisions because you kind of feel as if you can't win in this situation that you're in. Definitely pulling your resources together and your money. Don't be impulsive with your money because I do see the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is all about you being like, oh, well, screw it, whatever. I'm just going to spend this money. It'll be fine. I do see for some of you, there's a big move coming up in play, which is, I don't know, I see you maybe moving. There's the Three of Wands, which is all about you having like pressure, maybe some criticism, having somebody watching you, or you're kind of feeling like you're on the spot. The Empress card is having its role in here as well, and that is you being very protective. So in specific, sorry, I've been dry today. So the Empress is in specific house and home. So you might be gathering resources, spending time with family, making sure your family is protected. The Empress is an inward energy, right? This is you all taking leadership too, because we have the Magician card along with the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is stepping into leadership. But King and Queen is very different. King is external, female. Queen of Wands is going inward. So you're probably doing the nurturing thing right now, making sure everybody's okay, taking care of things that have to do with leadership and in a protective state. Two of Cups, though, Leo doesn't look like they're tripping too much. There is not a whole lot. There is stress, but definitely not outward behavior. So when I see things like the Page of Swords or the Knight of Swords, that tells me that you're being responsive emotionally and speaking out and talking shit. But you don't have that. The only thing that I see for Leo is quite possibly a little bit of impulsive spending. I do feel as if you've got a lot of labor coming up this next week, especially with the Eight of Coins. I don't know about you, Leo, but it doesn't look like you're going to be suffering for work. Some of you likely might be. However, I am seeing that you might be a little busier than usual. And when it comes to your money, don't sweat the small stuff. Like I said, the Queen of Wands. Let's move on to your Leo moon reading. Take a look at that because this is pretty simple. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be, Leo, because there wasn't a whole lot to be said besides stress and feeling like you're being pulled in a bunch of different directions. The Two of Swords references you having indecision, and you just might be like, God, I don't know what to do with this situation. And so you're just going to kind of sit back and let it all ride. Let's pull some cards from the Mystic Dreamer and see what your emotions are looking like in your relationships. Mind you, your one-on-one will look very different with your relationship reading because that's specific to you, your lover, your partner, your husband, whatever. But here we're going to talk about how you feel within your relationships in general. That's your kids, your family, your partner, and your work. Right now, Four of Wands, committed. Chariot card, like being the one to really hold the reins right now. There's definitely Eight of Cups. You're leaving things as they are and not poking them too much. We do have the Ten of Wands. Now, the Ten of Wands is burden, and that's carrying more than you can bear. Be careful, Leo, that you're not taking on more shit that's not your own. You can't be carrying everybody else's backpack. You got to let them like figure it out. I do see some endings for you, though, because you're definitely hyper aware of people's contribution in their relationships. I do feel like you're coming from a place of charity, though, and a very giving heart. And this isn't in a negative capacity whatsoever. This is all about being charitable, being kind, being there for your family, being there for others. And in midst of this too, I'm also seeing, you know, quite possibly people asking for your help, because you have the Page of Wands here, Knight of Wands, and then the Six of Pentacles, which is charity. But you're like very decisive on who you want to be giving your energy to right now. I do feel as if Leo's going through a phase of like physical or mental exhaustion. And what I mean by that is feeling a little tired, feeling a little, not necessarily exhausted, but you already know that you're tapped out when it comes to energy wise. So in order to prevent any of that, I see you sticking your feet in and being a little bit stubborn. You do have the Hierophant here, and the Hierophant is kind of a know-it-all, and there's somebody that doesn't need to be taught. One of two things: A, you're being stubborn and a little bit haughty about, I know what I'm doing. Don't be too cocky. I do feel as if this can also be a teacher. So for some of you, this might be that people are coming to you for advice. I'm concerned about the Death card right now in here, and it's not a bad card. It's actually my favorite one. However, I don't think Leo is prepared for any changes right now. You're very much trying to find the middle ground, and you're not down for that. Like, you're not ready to switch a job, and you're not ready to move your house, and you're not ready to end a relationship. Leo wants things to continue just kind of smoothly in the line that you're already going. You don't want too many distractions. Like I said, Six of Cups is family. Ace of Swords is decision. We also have the Ace of Wands. So there's a lot of decisions that are being made regarding work and in general with the Ace of Swords. These are all like new beginnings. And you have the Death card too. So for Leo, this might just potentially be that there's a lot of change coming anyways. I do see a peaceful core for you, and I also see commitment. Leo, right now you're doing what you say you're going to do, and you're very committed to that. I would say don't cut any corners, though, because the biggest thing that you have going on right now is you having a little feeling of overwhelm. You're just too much on your plate. Too much going on, and so in return, Leo is having a tendency to isolate a little bit. Not too bad, not like the Hermit. You do have the Four of Swords, and that's just you chilling out, saying, you know, I'm not going to be reaching out right now. You're going to protect your little circle. Let's pull a quick card from Divination of the Ancients. I am going to make this really quick because I want to get on here and do a live in a little bit. So if you want to hang out with me, that's going to happen. I am going to jump on right after this one. And who are we doing next? We'll be doing Virgo next. So let's pull a card from Divination of the Ancients and give you your message for the week. Let me know where you are in the world. Tell me how you feel your reading went. Book your one-on-one at Karma on Deck. Let's pick apart what's going on in your life and take a deeper look. Like, subscribe, and share, and stick around and bring your friends. But hang out with me, and we'll be coming right back on here after this to do Virgo. Illumination. So the candle card has not been one that's popped up for me very often. I'm going to read it. So, as I stare into the flame, mistrust gone, I release all blame. Through the glow, now I see, answers are revealed to me. So this card, I just read the manifestation in your, what do they call that? Your, migraines really, incantation, my God. Migraines have not been playing with my brain very well. It's been misfiring. I always get to saying wrong words. That's why I've been off for 2 days, is because I'll be thinking one word and a whole other one will come out, almost like a stroke. It's the weirdest thing ever. Anyways, the incantation for the week talks about like releasing, allowing things to be the way they are. And here's what's true. Leo has a lot of stress energy when it comes down to it. You're really feeling pressure, you're feeling tension, and you're allowing all these external sources to fuck with your groove and make you feel a little off center and bring in a little stress into your life. The Illumination, the candle card, really talks about just stay clear, stay quiet, allow things to present themselves to you. it's also saying in the card that something will be revealed that you've been looking for. So just pay attention to the small details, and spirit, find yourself some time to do some meditation and get some quiet time so you can make that happen. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will be right back. See, my words are crazy. Be right back shortly to do some more for you. Catch you on the flip side.